And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I want to talk about how to think like a crafter, the sort of thoughts that are going through my head when I'm crafting an incredibly difficult item. So the most difficult item to craft in the game right now is the high quality versions of the 3-star items, because they require, you can see here, 8,964 quality in order to get to the high quality if you want it 100%, and also it's 801 difficulty as well. And also on top of all of that, there's no such thing as high quality Demimateria III, so you can't start with like halfway there or anything like that. You can only start 1,494 towards it, and I'm going to be doing it to make it even extra challenging for myself. I'm using the Artisan tool because I haven't bought the Supra just yet. I mean, that's the reason I'm making the calibrated cogs, because you need 5 normal quality in order to turn in, along with 3 master Demimateria to get the Supra anyway. And I'm also, along the way, while crafting the normal quality ones, I'm trying to make high qualities. So far I've made 1 high quality, and you need 3 to unlock the master recipes. So I have 4 crafts left. I'm hoping that I'll get 2 high quality, 2 normal to finish both the recipe and the Supra at the same time. And obviously I will need to get the master Demimateria separately. And also, like I said, I am using the militia grinding, but I haven't got the artisan yet because I'm still saving up the Exali oak nuts to buy the sealants rather than buying them from the market board. And yeah, so let's give this a go. My stats are, as you can see, 404 craftsmanship, 391 control, and 355 CP, but I'm going to hit some high quality Bula base, or Bula lace, however you pronounce it. And I've got here 398 CP, but that's only because I got some CP on the offhand. Usually I'd have 395. So, and my shared abilities are, let's see, Byregot's Blessing, Ingenuity II, Piece by Piece, Waste Not 2, Careful Synthesis 2, Tricks of the Trade, Comfort Zone, Hasty Touch, Steady Hand 2, and Reclaim, because people specifically wanted me to make a video about Goldsmith as well. So I've effectively put myself in one of the hardest possible positions in terms of crafting this item, maybe in out of all crafts, who knows, but we will see how I do it, and I will just allow my inner monologue to be open during this video so that you can see how I think when I'm crafting. So I'm going to start synthesize, so let's say good luck Mithrie. So I'm going to start with a comfort zone. And the reason I start with the comfort zone is because it costs 66 CP and it gives 80 back over 10 steps. So it's effectively a way of saying, give me 14 CP in 10 moves time. So comfort zone. And then inner quiet, because when you start stacking quality, you need the inner quiet stacks to be as high as possible. Then I'm going to do steady hand, because I'm going to be using piece by piece, which is 90% success rate. There's no point at this point using steady hand 2, because it's an extra 3 CP for no gain. So steady hand. If at any point this had turned good, I would have hit Tricks of the Trade to restore the CP. So now I'm going to hit piece by piece up to, well, 4 times, and then hit any goods in between. Okay. So it's always important to keep your eye on your durability, keep your eye on the progress. Now, I've already done this previously, so I know that 4 piece by pieces and 2 Careful Synthesis 2 with Ingenuity II will get me 90% of the way, maybe 95% of the way to finishing. So that's 3. Let's do number 4. And I know very well that the steady hand had worn off before I hit that 4th one, and I took a chance because its 90% success rate was successful anyway. Now I hit Tricks of the Trade, get some CP back, and now I'll hit Ingenuity II. And at this point there's no point using steady hand because Careful Synthesis 2 is 100% guaranteed. My comfort zone has fallen off, so I'm going to hit it again for an extra 14 CP over 10 moves. Now I'm going to hit Tricks of the Trade because of the good. So now I'm going to hit Careful Synthesis 2 twice. Well, I'm getting kind of lucky with this. Usually good doesn't spawn this much, but it can happen. Sometimes it can literally happen every other move, like it is right now. So now I'm at 99, or let's say 95% progress, which means 1 more Careful Synthesis 2 with Ingenuity II or not will finish off the craft. So but I've got 20 durability left. So now I'm going to hit Master's Men 2 to get back to 80 durability. Now I'm going to hit Steady Hand 2. Now I'm going to hit Waste Not To. I know not everyone's a fan of Waste Not To, but I like using it. So at this point, you just keep touching until the Waste Not wears off, or until you hit 11 stacks. And then when Steady Hand 2 wears off, just refresh it. At this point, I will just keep doing touches until I have 15 durability left. If I have... Okay, if I don't have enough stacks, so it doesn't seem like this is going to happen unless I get an excellent right now. Okay, that's not likely. So what I will then do, I'll hit Reclaim, and then I'll just simply try again. So let's try again. And thankfully with Reclaim I didn't lose the items. You do lose your shards, but you can just try again. So I'm going to do Synthesize, Comfort Zone, Inner Quiet, Steady Hand, Piece by Piece 4 times, and then Tricks of the Trade whenever possible. Now Ingenuity II. Too Careful Synthesis 2. So you saw last time I had goods nearly every single go, and then now this time I got none. Okay, so Comfort Zone, sorry, it's got one more move, so I can refresh it now. And then Master's Men 2. Tricks of the Trade. Careful Synthesis 2. Now I don't even have enough CP to do Waste Not 2, so I'm going to immediately reclaim and just fail the craft. Because it's not worth it, basically. You could also, as well, if you need the 5 in order to get your Supra, then you might as well just finish the craft as well. It is also an option. There you got the materials back. Now, one thing to remember, though, is that Reclaim has got a 90% chance to succeed, which means that you do risk losing the materials, but it's fine. If I lose the material, I'll just buy more, because I've got millions of gil spare. And even when my gil starts running low again, I've already pre-crafted 8 sets of Spirit Bond gear, which I can just Spirit Bond and get gil back. So again, this is part of the way I do crafting. This is the way I think about things when going forward. My ultimate goal is just finish everything to 4-star and persist my way to there. So again, Synthesize, again with Comfort Zone, Inner Quiet, Tricks of the Trade, because it's good, Steady Hand, Piece by Piece. And as well, like I said, if anyone's seen me in game, and you might see me here for hours and hours and hours just crafting day and night, basically, this is the sort of thing I could be up to, in case anyone's ever wondered what I do here for hours on end. So like I said, at this point I'm hitting every Tricks of the Trade that comes up. I should have hit the Comfort Zone, I'll do that now. Now I did exactly the same process with Armorsmith, which allowed me to get straight to unlocking the 4-star recipes even before I don't even have until now the Artisan Tool for Armorsmith. So okay, Master's Men 2 to get 80 durability, another good, which is always welcome. Steady Hand 2, Waste Not 2, and then here comes the touch spam. So if my way of thinking about the craft helps you in any way, just let me know. This is just the way I look at it when I do it. And I don't mind using Waste Not 2 for the touch spamming, because you see the way I do it, I do Steady Hand 2 before Waste Not 2 and renew Steady Hand 2 halfway in between Waste Not 2, which means I only lose 1 stack of Waste Not 2. Other people swear by using only Steady Hand, using Waste Not 1, but it costs more CP, so it's up to you how you use it, really. Okay, so I'm going to hit Steady Hand 2 again, try and get one more touch. Okay, I'm not really happy with this at all. I've got 10 stacks, so unless I get some miracle, like again excellent or a good now, this is completely wasted. Good, I could try, but I mean I think it'll barely get me to like 30%, so So let me try. Yeah, 28%. So fingers crossed, you never know. I might get the high quality, I might not. I didn't, okay. But that's fine, because like I said, I'm okay to craft one more normal quality and I need 2 more high qualities. So let's keep this going. So let's emphasize again. Comfort zone. And basically what you need to do with this style of crafting at this top level is that you need to just keep retrying until you hit your target. That is the goal, basically. That like you set yourself up to have the perfect condition to get the excellent, and then because you only need 3 excellents and that's it. So, and they've obviously set it up that way on purpose because they know how difficult it is to actually achieve and the luck involved. Okay, so again, through the trade, Ingenuity II. I mean, I could make this easier for myself getting the Artisan tool ready and so on, but you know, why not have a challenge? Just because some people have been saying to me lately that, oh, you're all about macros. It's like, no, I'm really not. I know how to craft. I just use the macros to save me time, nothing more. So, and I never, for this type of thing, I won't use, for this craft particularly, I've never tried to really use a macro because it just doesn't work. So, anyway, let's do Comfort Zone, Tricks of the Trade, Steady Hand 2, Tricks of the Trade, Waste Not 2, Touch Spam. So I'm keeping my eye on several things at once. So I'm keeping my eye on Steady Hand 2, which just fell off. I'm keeping my eye on my durability. I'm keeping my eye on Comfort Zone, but at this point I won't renew it again. You only renew Comfort Zone twice using this rotation. And you also as well have to think, how much CP do I have left? Is it enough to finish the craft? Now I'm going to try and do 2 touches without steady hand, which is obviously stupid. But the reason I've done that is because I want to see, will I need to use reclaim or will I need to use just finish off the craft like Great Strides and Byregot. So I've got 106 CP, I've got 10 stacks of Inner Quiet, I've got 3,675 quality, which basically means unless I get a guaranteed good or excellent, it's not going to be good enough. So let's take a risk. Like I said, I can make 1 more normal quality, so it doesn't matter if it fails, but if it succeeds, great. So I'm going to do here Great Strides, and remember, Great Strides and Byregot's Blessing is 56 CP, but because I've got 74, I could probably throw in maybe another move as well. I could probably throw in like Steady Hand 2 or something, so let me see. I could even throw in an Ingenuity II, not that it really helps that much, but I could try, I guess. So I see Ingenuity II, pray for a good, okay, that's a good. So let me try now Byregot's Blessing and pray to God it doesn't fail. Okay, so now I'm at 52% towards a high quality, so if it had been good or an excellent, it would have got me straight to the 100, but it's just how it goes. It doesn't obviously happen that often. So let me now try and finish off the craft. Fantastic. So that's an excellent, I'm sorry, that's a good right there, high quality. And obviously that was luck based and that was just pure chance. But you see, the way I've done it is I do increase the chances of it for myself a lot just by the way I craft. And if I know I'm going to fail, I don't waste it. I just reclaim and try again. So again, synthesize. We're going to finish this off. So Comfort Zone, Tricks of the Trade, Inner Quiet. Excellent. There's nothing we can do with it right now, so let's just do Steady Hand, then 4 piece by pieces. And I don't have any Master Demiterias on me right now, but I've obviously got my other video where I've explained how to get your hands on as many Master Demiterias as you'd like. So I will be doing that method again to get the free Master Demiteria I need to finish off my Goldsmith Supra Tool. So let me see. Okay, 1 more piece by piece. Another good, so Tricks of the Trade, Ingenuity II, Careful Synthesis 2, Comfort Zone has fallen off, so I'll renew Comfort Zone, Careful Synthesis 2, okay, Master's Men 2, that's a perfectly timed good, so Tricks of the Trade, Steady Hand 2, Waste Not 2, touch spam. And I will link into the description all of the other guides that I'm referring to, because obviously all this method and all this work and all the things I'm mentioning I have actually made separate guides for, so I will link all of them in the description. And it's just like I said previously, it's just a culmination of all the work I've done. So now I'm in a bad position because now I don't even have enough CP for reclaim. So I'm just going to have to persevere, hope I get a good, and then hope I can get the CP back. If I can't, then I won't let the materials blow up. I'll just finish the craft, accept the high quality, sorry, the normal quality, because I can use one more anyway, and then try again for a high quality. So let me try. Are there going to be any goods? I've got 2 moves left. It doesn't seem so. Okay, so I'm just going to have to finish this off normal quality. I will not allow the materials to blow up. Okay, so now I've got the 5 normal qualities that I need for my Supra Tool. So I need 1 more high quality in order to get the recipes. So here we go, synthesize. So sorry if you can hear my niece screaming in the background. But let's see. Comfort Zone, Tricks of the Trade, Inner Quiet, Tricks of the Trade, Steady Hand 2, Piece by Piece, and 4 times as before, Tricks of the Trade, Ingenuity II, 2 Careful Synthesis 2s. And some other people as well prefer using rapid synthesis to piece by piece. I prefer piece by piece, you know, but it's just personal preference. It's really, really up to you. So I'm going to renew Comfort Zone, Tricks of the Trade. I probably could have renewed Comfort Zone a couple of moves ago. So here, Master's Men 2, Steady Hand 2, Waste Not 2, and Touch Spam. And obviously you can see I'm not using the Tricks of the Trade during the touch spam because I don't want to waste stacks of Waste Not 2, and then goods help with increasing quality anyway, so I might as well take advantage of them, because I worked out basically when you use touch with a good, it gives you a 1.5 times increase on the quality gained. When you use a touch with excellent, it gives a 4 times increase. And gill spammers. Anyway, keep going. There's an excellent 4 times increase, 7 stacks. I don't think it's enough, to be honest. No, I don't think it's enough. 860 quality. Let me calculate this. No, it won't be anywhere near enough. This will give me like just maybe to here. So let's not bother. Because there's always a temptation to use Byrog's Blessing with an excellent, but I don't have enough stacks. So let me just keep doing the touch spam. Give me 1,000 as it was. Okay. Okay, so I've got 10 stacks. Is it enough? It's always a gamble, but I'm not going to take the gamble this time. I'm just going to reclaim. Try again. Okay, so we go. So I've been lucky that so far that none of the materials are blown up. So let's do Comfort Zone, in the Quiet, and obviously keep an eye out on how long you have left on your food as well. Steady Hand, piece by piece 4 times. Okay, so now Ingenuity II. Careful Synthesis 2 twice. Okay, so 1 more stack of Comfort Zone, so I can refresh it right now. And then, because you will still get, by hitting that 1 move, you'll get the 8 CP back regardless of the fact that you renewed Comfort Zone. You don't ever forfeit CP. So then now, Master's Men 2. And then I don't have anywhere near enough CP to do anything really, so I'm just going to do Reclaim and try again. Because that entire time I didn't get any goods, and I think you need at least 2 for this to actually work. And of course, it is always a possibility that you'll do this and just blow up the materials. I mean, you have to accept that you can lose money. I mean, that's why it's 4-star. That's why it's the top of crafting. It's not supposed to be easy. Okay, thankfully I didn't lose them. So, comfort zone. So you see here, I'm always persisting. I'm not giving up. I'm remembering everything I've done before. So comfort zone, inner quiet, steady hand, 4 piece by pieces, and then I just have to keep doing this until it works. But I need to make decisions along the way. That's why macros wouldn't work for something like this. If it did work for something like this, it would be one hell of a macro. Okay, I have to ignore the excellent at that point. So no goods at all, which is not good. Okay, so again I have to do the same thing. Let's reclaim, try again. And I know this can, like I said, it can seem tedious, but you have to remember, I've only been recording this video for what, 20 minutes? And I'm already almost at Supra and 4-star recipes, so for the sake of trying for 20 minutes or half an hour, even an hour, it's fine. Just keep doing it till you succeed. Okay, the materials were lost that time, so I'm just going to pick up 2 Fieldcraft Demimateria. But I mean, to be honest, like, I don't mind losing that, because some people even were saying that, oh, I'm very confident with crafting, I don't even bother with reclaim. But I'm just like, yeah, but that reclaim allowed me to use the same materials like 10 times rather than just the once. So I need to make another Rose Gold Cog. So there we go. Got some spare nuggets, thankfully. I'm going to hit my 2-star 80 durability macros, because as well, if you remember, as long as you have high quality materials, you can basically use your 2-star 80 durability macro rotation and it'll give you 100%. You just have to make sure you finish it off with 4 Careful Synthesis 2s with Ingenuity II to get the 419 progress you need. Okay, so that sound means it's done. Going. Well, like I said, it finishes off, very clever macro set. It finishes off 4 Careful Synthesis 2s with Ingenuity II to finish off the craft. There you go. So materials replaced. So it cost me 80,000 gil, but so what? You know, it's like I'm at now the last step. I need one more high quality, and then I can get my free 4-star recipes for Goldsmith, and then just I won't have to do this again. So synthesize, comfort zone, tricks of the trade, inner quiet, steady hand, tricks of the trade, 4 piece by pieces. I will hit that tricks of the trade. I will risk piece by piece without steady hand. Okay, Ingenuity II, 2 Careful Synthesis 2s. And I've got plenty of spare stacks of Ingenuity II, so it's fine to hit goods at this point. Let's see, Comfort Zone, Tricks of the Trade, Master's Men 2, Tricks of the Trades. I've been fairly lucky at this point with so many Tricks of the Trades. Steady Hand 2, Waste Not 2, Touch Spam. And the reason this blows up so much is because it's only a 50% chance. The Steady Hand 2 increases it to 80%, but 80% is still not 100, so it will blow up. So that's blown up maybe 4, 5 times, 6 times, so I'm gonna just reclaim and try again. And that can happen, so it was perfect up until then. Then Hasty Touch blew up 6 times in a row, and that's it, fail. You know, and that can happen. You just have to hope for the time where it's all perfect and you can touch spam as well. There is not enough CP in the world that will allow you to use basic touch instead, basically. It won't happen. Okay. Wow, I was really unlucky that time for it to blow up first time. So, and I don't really think too much about the gil that's lost for this, because like I said, I know that even if I get down to 100,000 gil left, I can easily make 3-4 million gil in a day just doing spirit bonding. So I'm really spending another 80k on these items really doesn't bother me even slightly, because in my brain I've got the end goal in mind, which is just to be 4-star everything before patch 2.5 launches. Some other people might consider it reckless and pretend that they always get perfect crafts the first craft every single time, but I just record it how it is. You know, there is always luck involved with this. And I will link as well to my Spirit Bomb guide. So as I know basically that I don't have to worry about any of this stuff, because I can just use any of the previous methods that I've described in my previous videos to make money or to get 100% high quality with different materials or whatever. So let's see, that's fine. Given that we just need one more high quality to finish off Goldsmith, at least for now, until I don't know if they'll ever release 5-star before the expansion, but we'll see. So I've got 5 minutes left on my CP food, which is enough time. So let's go. So like I said, I'm always checking everything. So comfort zone, in the quiet, steady hand, tricks of the trade, piece by piece 4 times, and hit any tricks of the trade in between. Okay, Ingenuity II, tricks of the trade, careful synthesis 2, comfort zone, careful synthesis 2, tricks of the trade, Master's Mend 2, because I had 20 durability left, tricks of the trade. And I do actually do this, like I do think these thoughts while I'm crafting to make sure that it's very clear in my mind what I should be doing next. So steady hand 2, waste not 2, touch spam, ignore the good. Let's hope. Okay, I don't have enough stacks. I would ideally like 11, so I'm going to reclaim and then touch again. Okay, so let's try again. Synthesize. It's just a case of when that thing appears, I either have the materials I want. I just have to keep trying. So comfort zone, inner quiet, steady hand, piece by piece 4 times. Ingenuity II, 2 careful synthesis 2s. Cool. So I'm going to hit comfort zone. Master's Mend 2. I don't have enough CP to do anything. I'm going to hit reclaim and try again. So, welcome to a day in the life of Mithrie. This is what I can be doing when I'm here for hours on end. Okay, so, continuing on. I was interrupted. I need to renew my CP food. And let's just try again for another time. I said I just need one more high quality and I'm done with this. So comfort zone, tricks of the trade, inner quiet. Excellent, I can't do anything with it. Steady hand, piece by piece. 4 times. Then Ingenuity II, 2 careful synthesis 2s. Renew comfort zone. Trade. Careful synthesis 2. And then Master's Meant 2, get my durability back. Steady Hand 2. Tricks of the Trade. Waste Not 2. Touch Spam. It doesn't matter if you use Tricks of the Trade before Waste Not 2, because you can just renew Steady Hand 2 anyway, and it will cover the entire of Waste Not 2 anyway. Okay, so I'll hit Tricks of the Trade conveniently timed, so Steady Hand 2. Spam Touch a couple more times. Okay, so I've got 10 stacks, I've got 2 moves left, which means it's enough for Great Strides of Byregots and finishing off, so I can just try. So here we go. Great Strides. I have enough CP to do... okay, I can do an Observe, I think. So let me do Observe. I'm trying to force the good or the excellent, because without it, nothing's going to happen. So I don't have enough for another Observe, so I just have to hit. Byregot. 23%, this is not enough. Now, one thing that there is an advantage to this is that because I am a Goldsmith desynth, I can actually desynth these. Let me try and desynth now. Chances are it will just blow up, but at least I can try and get some of the Fieldcraft Demimateria back. It just blew up. Okay, fine. Because there's no point having more than 5, so let me try again. Now, like I said, I know people watching that this can seem painful, but for me this is totally worth it. Okay, so I need to make another Rose Gold Cog, so let me do that now. It's all about not giving up, basically. But obviously, like I said, I would increase my chances of doing this smoothly if I had already got the Supra and the Artisan Off-Hand, but whatever. Like I said, I like a challenge, and I'm so close already, so just one more and I'm done. And the Supra will only give me 10 craftsmanship and 5 control anyway, so it wouldn't give a substantial increase. The Artisan Off-Hand Tool will, but even then, more to craftsmanship rather than control. And this is a control game. That's why you're able to finish this off even without all the extra craftsmanship, because you don't need it. Cool. So now we're set up for another move. Another attempt. So I think I'll be more cautious next time to make sure that I hit reclaim before I end up in such a position. So here we go. Comfort zone. In a quiet. Steady hand. 4 piece by pieces. Two careful synthesis 2s. No tricks of the trade at all that entire time, which is annoying. So here, comfort zone. Tricks of the trade. Master's Meant 2. I don't have enough CP to continue. Let me do reclaim and try again. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I only need it to work 3 times. So what I'm looking to see is that the material has been recovered. And wow, they haven't. So now the RNG fairy is really, really against me for it to keep blowing up. But Square Enix knows that I can deal with this because I can just get the money back, so... I'm making this guy a lot of money. Oh, Oh, now I'm out of shards. That's really funny. I'll get some fire shards. So basically anything below 3-4 star, just macros will do the job 100%. It's only because I'm trying to do the most difficult craft in the game right now that I keep failing. And it's funny that I use these echo commands to give myself useful instructions of what to do next, just so it will always tell me what to do next. Cool, so check my foods, 23, so let's try again. Synthesize. Comfort zone, inner quiet, tricks of the trade. Steady hand, tricks of the trade, 4 piece by pieces. And I always give it a slight pause before, just to see if there'll be any goods at this point. Another piece by piece. Ingenuity II, Cable Synthesis 2. Should have renewed Comfort Zone 1 move earlier, but oh well. Tricks of the Trade, Master's Men 2, Steady Hand 2, Waste Not 2, Touch Spam. Steady Hand 2 again, more touches. Okay, at this point I need to hit any tricks of the trade I get. Good. So, I have a choice. I'll do 2 more touches. If they both hit, then I will try and do Great Strides Byregot. If it doesn't hit, then I will do Reclaim. So it's all down to this. Oh well. I could try with 10 stacks, I suppose. I could just try my luck. 32. Yeah, let's try my luck. Why not? Oh, and an excellent. So if this doesn't blow up, then I will get straight to the 100. So let me try. Boom. 100. But obviously that was lucky, and you saw that from so many tries, I didn't do it just because that excellent at the perfect moment is a really rare thing, but when it happens, it is glorious. So Careful Synthesis 2. Done. So it took me what? This is like what, 40 minutes to get to this point? So let's say an hour overall. So I've got the 3 high quality I need, I've got the 5 normal quality I need. I'm going to quickly get my hands on 3 Master Demimateria using the method described in the other video. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to head to Revenant's Toll. And the good thing about these tools is, the Artisan Tool, when you desynth them, you have the chance of getting your Master Demimateria out of them. And they are really cheap now to make. I mean, that's how I made my money in the other video. And the good thing is as well, I've got a spare 20 rose gold nuggets, so I'll probably use those to make some tools as well. So let me see. If you talk to Talon, Artisan items DOH. So let me see. For 10 rose gold cogs, I can get another Artisan's mallet. So what I'm going to now do, I'm going to use my other method to get my hands on 3 Master Demimateria, and then when we come back after I have them, then we will continue, and I will get my Supra and the Goldsmith recipe for 4 star. So be back soon. Okay, so I spent the time and I crafted 48 spruce plywoods, which allowed me to buy 6 of the artisan saws, and I desimped them, and you can see here Master Demimateria, Master Demimateria, Free Master Demimateria, and so on. And you see overall I have 6 of them. So now I need to just turn them in and pick up my my Supra Tool for Goldsmith, and also the master recipe book for Goldsmith as well. So one thing I'm just going to do now to make everyone who is a real crafter cringe is I'm going to wonder why there is a desynthesis mode on high quality. There really should be a thing like if you click desynthesis on the high quality version, like it has a message like right here saying, "Are you out of your damn mind? This was so hard to get." So anyway, let's cancel that. So what you need to now do to pick up the Supra Tool, talk to Talon, click More Items, DOH, and then here I've got my tools. I've already crafted the 5 normal quality. I've got my free Master Demimateria and free spare. I've got my level 55 tool, which you get from finishing the main quest line for Goldsmith. So let's trade to get the Urkaguyari Supra. Let's exchange, let's trade them over. Trade, done. So I've now got the Supra Tool, and also I've got the free high quality that I need in order to get the recipe. So let's exchange that as well. And for those playing PC, in case you don't know, rather than dragging it from here and putting it there, you could just right click the box and select it straight away, because that saves a lot of time. So let's now trade. So now I'm going to quickly change back to Goldsmith. And the good thing as well is I actually had a spare artisan tool here, which I also desimped. So let me now equip it. There we go. So where is it? Little thing there on my hip. So what I'm also now going to do, I'm going to cast it as Glamour to the Luminary, which I obviously got in a previous episode, which I will also link in the description. I have a feeling this video is going to have a lot of links to other videos in it. Let's cast. Done. So now my Supra looks like my Luminary, which is always awesome. And stats wise, I've got 414 craftsmanship, 396 control, because I still haven't got the Artisan Off-Hand Tool yet. So anyway, moving on. I need to now just read the master recipe book and see what new recipe I get. Wow, so 3 master recipes. Doesn't seem worth the effort, to be honest, but we'll see what they are. So, ooh, cool. So I can get a platinum circlet, a platinum. Okay, so these are like headpieces for the caster classes, and platinum ingot as well. So let me see what this looks like actually. Yeah, looks pretty nice. I mean, I was tempted to just craft some of the 110 gear for my casters, just because I don't really have any gear on my casters at all right now, so I might as well give them something, you know. And yeah, so that's basically it. That is a day really in the life of Mithrie. This is what I do when I'm crafting, working towards my never-ending goals for crafting and so on. So what I'm now going to do quickly, I'm going to show you the spreadsheet that I've got for progress, that I just the way I track my progress towards 4-star everything, and I have linked it in a previous video. I'll also link it in this video, so let me do that now. Cool, so that's my spreadsheet. So not quite filling up the whole screen, so let me just hide the game quickly. There you go. So what I've now done, the way I track this, is I've now got my recipe, so that's what this green background means to me, so I'm just going to make it green now. Cool, and I've also got the Supra Tool, so I can highlight all that, make it green, and that's the way I progress through my how I've been progressing to 4-star everything. That's how I've been keeping a track of everything. And let's see, I need to update my numbers as well. So right now, by quickly checking game, I have got 414 craftsmanship, 396 control. So let me update that here. And I do this as well, just like I said, to just see visually how close I am to the ultimate goal, because eventually I want all of them to be the same as this. I want all of it to be green the same way, for the numbers to be the same, and so on. Or even better, Level Worker is my best one, because with Level Worker I've got the maximum stats and also the luminary as well, because I've been tracking my luminary progress down here as well, how many crafts I need for each level range and so on. So like I said, I will link this spreadsheet in the description, as I have previously done as well. So let's now go back to the game. Cool, so that's it. So that's how I was able to unlock 4-star on Goldsmith. That's the cross-class abilities I used, that's the rotation I used, that's the macros I used, that's the not giving up attitude that I used, and so on. And I'm happy with my day's work, basically. So now I've just got left is Alchemist and Culinarian to get the Supra Tool 4 and so on, and then obviously gathering classes. And I need 4 more Artisan Off-Hand Tools as well, which I will just slowly gather. I'll keep gathering oak nuts and buying sealants with the oak nuts, but also as well, if I get impatient, I'll just buy the sealants and Spirit Bond to get the gil back. And I've got 3 extra Master Demimateria for my next supper as well. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, feedback about how I did my rotation, if you have any feelings really watching me blow up a few of the crafts to get to my goal, then just let me know. For me, this is all worth it because I am closer to my goal, and my goal is 4-star everything before patch 2.5. So again, sorry for saying it again, thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.